I'm not going to talk a lot about the final polls. The saying is the polls don't lie, but the pollsters might. I'm not even convinced that much is true. I have little faith in the sanctity of the data being thrown around. To be clear, it's not that the polls are meaningless due to bad methodology, although some of them are, or whatever other thing. I'm actually flatly suspicious that the polling companies are corrupt. That is, that the Clinton campaign is paying them to present information in a specific way. I've made this argument in this space already. It's based on the idea that a lot of things don't add up, and a lot of it seems to be about branding things in a specific way. I think that if you really understand what's going on right now, that's not so absurd. In fact, it would be very hard to understand how she could manage to have so much control over so many things and yet not control the polling narrative too, right? Because that's the way that Clinton has been running the campaign, right? Reality does not matter. She creates reality. She'll tell you what reality is, and you better listen, or else, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to point out that, one, Hillary Clinton has not won an open primary since March 15th. It's a long time ago now. And she has lost several of them in that period, okay? The polling leading up to several of her losses since then favored her. She was supposed to be winning in Indiana, and she was supposed to be winning in Wisconsin too, okay? But then it was shown to be wrong, or perhaps it was shown to be fake. I think that's the truth, right? It's not that the polling was wrong, it's that the polling was fake, okay? In fact, the demographics also favored her in several of the states that she lost, like West Virginia. Okay. Now, I'd argue that you want to look more at recent contests for predictors. California should fall somewhere between the close primary in Oregon and the open caucus in Washington, and the best guess we've got for Jersey is Rhode Island, although I want to point something else out. I saw some polling recently that suggested that Clinton is winning whites in California, and Sanders is winning Latinos. Interesting. I think it's easy to understand. You just have to think less about language or skin color and think more about class.